What's up everyone, my name is Yoshi from Neverwinter Uncensored, and today we might have big news to share because we are pretty certain that we found a first actual hint that Neverwinter's next Module 14 could take place in a Ravenloft setting. So this idea of the game visiting the Ravenloft campaign setting is not particularly new. There have been a couple forum threads about it, even recently, because quite frankly it's a very popular setting within the pen and paper D&D crowd. And it also makes sense looking at the original Wizards of the Coast storylines. We know Cryptic likes or is even contractually obligated to tie into the WotC modules, and from the 5th edition official storylines the game featured all but one. We obviously have the Tomb of Annihilation and Rage of Demons, which is Underdark, and Elemental Evil, Module 6, Tyranny of Dragons, Modules 4 and 5, and Storm King's Thunder, Module 10. So this makes Curse of Strahd the only storyline that the game hasn't touched yet, and Module 14 could actually fill the void. Curse of Strahd is a 2016 Forgotten Realms adventure module that revolves around the vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich and the demiplane of dread that serves as his prison. Now, originally Ravenloft was released in the 90s as independent horror gothic campaign setting, but lately WotC has made efforts to connect some of the older stuff to their current storylines and the Forgotten Realms, which obviously is what Neverwinter is using as setting as well. As Sararak and its Tomb of Annihilation, for example, originates from the Greyhawk setting released in the 80s but was ported to Chult and the Forgotten Realms. Likewise, the Ravenloft setting was picked up in the official storyline of Curse of Strahd. Now, while introducing Curse of Strahd and the Ravenloft setting makes sense based on the fact that it's an official storyline, not yet in the game, I've talked about hard evidence. So we got tipped off by a member of the Russian community over the weekend about some intriguing additions to the game files. We looked it up and were able to dig up a couple of pictures about a Module 14 Founders Pack. These pictures are used for the Zen Market artwork and the game's home screen that has all sorts of advertisement to current sales and events. First of all, it obviously means that, well, there will apparently be a Founders Pack like the Expedition Leader Pack again. The pictures show a reskinned, recolored stag mount, a VIP subscription, coalescent wards, blood rubies, and a new fashion set. So it kinda seems to be equal to what the Module 13 pack had to offer. More interestingly, however, is the background we see in one of the pictures. It shows a foggy forest with a castle on a mountain. We've shown the picture to folks that are way more into D&D lore than we are, and they immediately came up with Ravenloft. It certainly feels like the pictures would match a gothic horror atmosphere. And more than that, we also know that the shown stag mount is called Zombie Stag and the fashion set Highwayman, both terms that fit the setting. Additionally, a deadly fog plays an essential role in Curse of Strahd because it prevents the inhabitants to leave Strahd's demiplane, the land of Barovia, and escape the Count's evil will. Coming back to the castle on the mountain, we've also looked at the original resources of Castle Ravenloft. It's different angles, but the towers match. The tallest one has that conical roof and the lowest one the biggest diameter. When it comes to Cryptic, you also have to factor in resources. There's already plenty of assets for a gothic horror undead theme. Just think about the Neverdeath Graveyard Adventure Zone or the Evernight Village from Shroud of Souls. For a Castle Ravenloft group dungeon, it's probably even possible to use the parts of the old Castle Never design that didn't make it into the Module 9 revamped version, like the Shadowfell area. The only mandatory new mobs are probably vampires, which would make the setting a comparably easy addition. So it's only connecting a few dots right now, but adventurers could certainly visit the village of Barovia in Module 14 and fight Strahd in his castle. As for an official announcement, we are probably not far away, given that the devs have started to hand out some minor tidbits about the upcoming changes for Module 14 on the R Games message board. but given their usual timeline, it's probably a couple weeks away still. We still have the Module 13 launch on consoles next week, so I'd look towards maybe early mid-May, something like that. Until then, I hope this is something for you to look forward to and makes you excited for Module 14. And this wraps up our video about the Module 14 Founders Pack and a possible Ravenloft setting. Make sure to post your opinion about Neverwinter, Ravenloft and the Curse of Strahd on our social channels, in the comments below, on our blog or message board. That's it for this video. Enjoy your day and see you guys next time.
Don't watch your wish.